If you're looking to pay off one credit card balance using another card, this generally isn't possible. Banks don't allow you to pay your credit card balance off using another credit card. Typically, payments via check. Okay, I'm going to do more research. I'm going to come back because there's something that you can do that is this in theory, but I think it's not actually like a credit card. It's like a debt.
Yeah, you can do it. You could also rob a bank. You can do it. Good luck, champ.
Give me an NDA. I didn't say anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sunday Sauce, the Sunday Salsa, your grandmother's favorite podcast. It's Vinny, it's Phil. Phil, I cannot see you right now, but I can see you guys watching this. You look lovely today. Thank you guys for tuning in to episode 133. There he is. There's my guy.
Yeah, I got you.
How you doing, Phil? How you feeling today?
Pretty good, you know. Had a nice night out on the town last night. Gonna hit the town again tonight.
Oh, this guy just loves going out to the town, huh?
Just on some bender type shit. Not really, but...
How's the stomach been feeling? Stomach's been feeling good?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I know before the last episode, you had a little bit of a stomach issue. Today, I almost died on the toilet. Straight up, almost fucking passed away on the bowl,
you
my guy.
almost saw God?
Rough. Dude, I haven't had a stomach ache so bad since my appendix needed to be removed. Just for context, it was... one of those shits where you're sitting on the bowl and you're sweating and you just get completely naked because you're like, fuck it, I don't need the extra baggage right now. I just gotta be free. Yeah. And I got my fucking feet perched up on my fucking bathtub, right? Going full squatty potty action, just praying to the Lord Almighty, saying, God, don't let me die on this porcelain throne right now. Please don't let me die on this throne. And, 20, 30 minutes went by and I felt way better, but I really thought this was the end for me, man.
Do you think squatty potties are like that good?
It 100% works, yeah.
For
those who don't know, there's a device where like you put your legs up and they're elevated and it gives you a perfect through line for you to take a shit right into the toilet. In my case, I have a bathtub right in front of my toilet, so I can just put my feet up there.
That's good.
And get the squatty potty, built into the bathroom, and it always feels lovely.
I feel like your dad, who was the contractor for all of this, had that in mind when he made it.
He's a genius. He's a fucking genius.
There's no stone under... What the fuck? Unturned?
He left no stone unturned.
Yeah. See, I'm frazzled.
There you go. See, I told you, I'm the phrase guy. I got you with the phrases. When was the last time you really just was praying on the bowl, huh?
I mean, probably recently. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, I feel like the older I get, the more frequent it happens. Just taking these horrible duties.
You want to know something really scary?
Drop it.
Some people pass out on the bowl.
Yeah, that would suck.
Because they have a vasovagal reaction. I think we talked about this. The vasovagal nerve, it's a specific nerve in your body that when it's triggered in like fight or flight responses, you just fucking pass out.
Yeah, I gotta say, I definitely have some tummy aches, but I've never passed out on the bowl, which is something that I hope I never have to experience. It just sounds really rough. If you're someone that passes out when you go number 2, I'm sorry. I hope things do indeed get better. Because that's rough, dude. That's very rough.
Yeah, no, like this is an actual problem. Pain, nausea, fear, and straining for a bowel movement are common causes of vasovagal syncope.
Oh,
the problem?
It just sounds like a very problematic situation. Vagal? Is that how you say it? Like bagel, but vagal?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
When I used to go to Florida a lot, my parents had like a condo, and there was a specific bagel place. And I don't know why New York bagel places don't have this. Maybe they were from New York, because this place, I would get the chocolate chip bagel. I know that sounds weird, but a chocolate chip bagel goes so fucking hard, or at least it did when I was a kid.
Chocolate chip anything goes fucking hard, dude.
Something about the chocolate chip bagel, though.
Chocolate chip ice cream, chocolate chip ice. When's the last time you went to Ralph's Italian Ices? That's what I want to know.
Bro, I mean, the second March rolls around and they open up their little window, I'm there.
It is time.
Yeah. The last time I had it was probably like...
Do you get the watery ice, or do you get the other type? Cream.
I actually get ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have water ice, they have cream ice, and they have ice cream.
So you just go full on ice cream. That's an interesting choice at Ralph's, I feel like.
No. Trust me. It's Their ice cream is next level.
I gotta try it. Maybe I'll go tonight.
I don't think other people know what Ralph's is, though.
A lot of people don't. I took K-Dog for the first time to Ralph's, I want to say last month, and she fucking loved it. And we definitely have to go back. We got the water ice last time we were there. This time we got to get the cream ice. And maybe I'll take your word up on the ice cream side of things.
Are they nationwide? No shot, right? They're just...
I don't think so.
They're just in
I think
New
it's
York.
just East Coast.
Yeah.
Northeast.
Like, are you going to find a Ralph's in Jersey?
Maybe? I wonder how many Ralph's locations there actually are. This is something that I gotta look up. How many Ralph's Italian ices are there? Imagine there's like 10,000. Oh, look at this.
Every state
there's
has
71 in New York. There's 12 in Jersey, and there's 1 in Connecticut.
Wow. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Anyway, Ralph's is a famous Italian ice and ice cream place. It's just, if you grow up in New York, specifically Long Island, it's... Did you hear I said that too? Long Island?
You're getting more and more Guido, and I fucking love it.
Long Island.
Speaking of which, I've been watching Jersey Shore from the very beginning. Oh my goodness. It is fucking excellent. We're almost done with season 1, going to season 2 when the gang goes down to Miami. And I gotta tell you, I'm rehooked all over again. And watching this show when I was in high school, yeah, it's hype. And you're like, oh, it's the Jersey Shore, fist pumping all night long. It's a different perspective when you watch this show as an actual adult and you've been out and you've been at bars and clubs and you've had drinks. I mean, it's a completely different experience. Also, you realize just how crazy these people were, man. They were wild.
I still don't think I have like the full lore of Jersey Shore. I remember being a kid, slightly too young to like, I would always watch with my older sister and like her friends, but like I don't know the rise and fall, the arcs of the characters.
I would say it's a very simple premise. You got 4 Guidos, 4 Guidettes. You put them in a house together, all down at the shore. They work at a t-shirt shop, and then the show blew up, and then they didn't need to work at the t-shirt shop anymore.
What a fucking dumb premise for a show.
I have no idea, like, when it was being pitched, I guess it was just during a time where, like, Guidos were just super popular, like, you know, gelled up hair, tan body, the tight Affliction and Ed Hardy shirts were just all the rage, and they were like, let's make a fucking show out of this. And it was OP.
I mean, this may sound stupid, but I don't think it's that stupid. The Jersey Shore like characters like Guidos, right? That's a very East Coast. You're not going to find these guys on the West Coast. Am I right?
I mean, that's an interesting question. Like, are there a lot of Guidos in like LA and Cali? I feel like there has to be. I mean,
no, I don't think so.
You gotta look in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area. I feel like that's the hot spot. It's where they go to Ralph's Italian Ices.
You're right.
Wherever there's a Ralph's, there are Guidos. And you won't find it any other way.
It has to do with, I'm pretty sure, like going back years, that is like the hot spot of where people settled. You know? Like
been around for generations.
Ellis Island, isn't that New York?
It's New York, baby.
Yeah, and second of all, there's no good fucking Italian food in the West Coast. No shot.
I'll tell you right now, if you're ever walking through like a Walmart in Texas and you see a bunch of Guidos fist pumping, you got to run the other way, all right? Because there's about to be some trouble. Why are they in Texas?
Yeah, they wouldn't.
Jersey Shore goes down south. Yeehaw, baby.
Dude, I was watching a video. So to answer my question, or like my thought process, it's only an East Coast thing. It has to be.
I would assume so.
Because in Cali, you have like the surfers, the chill vibes, the hippies. You know what I mean? You're not.
Google are Guidos everywhere. Moreover, it's not only in the United States, as Wikipedia informs us. Guidos are also found in parts of Canada. Yo, we got some Guidos up in the Great White North. Insanity, dude. Everything you need to know. The Guido. It's an article on Guest of a Guest. What is a Guido? The question is something that has occupied some of the finest minds of our generation. Although some have come remarkably close to capturing the zeitgeist of the Guido. It sounds like a Philion introduction in a video. None have completely wrapped their mind around the profanity of this question. Rather than attempt At what others have failed, we thought it would be better to lay down agreed upon the facts of our own individual feelings and let you come to your own conclusion. All right, so this is the classic case of just an article going on for way too fucking long.
Wait. You know what's really strange? Because other terms such as Cugene is relative to Brooklyn, Mario is Chicago, and Gino is Toronto. So that's the same. It has the same meaning to describe like an unsophisticated Italian guy. But hey,
listen, us Guidos, we're very sophisticated.
But we
don't only fist bump, but we fucking do our taxes.
But apparently,
we fucking go to school.
If you're in Brooklyn, you're a Cugene.
Look at that. So there's no Guidos in Brooklyn.
No, they're
I think Ronnie was from Brooklyn. Hey, Ronnie Gugine.
No, they call themselves Guidos, right?
Yeah, Ronnie said, his number one rule, too, was never fall in love with the Jersey Shore. Guess what this mother does, Phil? He falls in love. He's the first one to fall in love with the mother Jersey Shore.
I wish I...
Can you believe that shit?
I wish I had those fucking effects. What the hell?
You got to get the Go XLR.
I do.
Anything else we want to talk about Guidos? Because speaking of technology, I got to tell you what the fuck went down with this computer.
Well, we were talking about the South, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before we hopped into this Discord call, I was watching a very interesting video. Let me find it. It's like
Researcher Phil.
It's like a video essay. It was posted a month ago by Nick Johnson, and I don't know why I clicked on this, but it was pretty interesting. Understanding South Carolina's mind-blowing rural poverty. Okay. So basically, it's like footage with commentary of like him driving through this rural town in South Carolina, because South Carolina has extreme levels of poverty in some townships or counties, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was blowing my mind, but it was making perfect sense, like why things the way they are in terms of like why some communities make it to the point where like they're super industrialized and have technology and like everyone's college educated and shit. Because it's like one thing, I sound like such like a armchair fucking philosopher, but like it's...
I was going to say very, very philosopher-esque tonight.
No, I was just like, wow, like, no, it was good. So I would encourage you guys to check out the video, but I just thought it was pretty crazy how like, it's just a example of like a domino effect of like if a community geographically does not or relies on one aspect of like, I don't know what you would call it, but basically, you know how like the Northeast like went to industrialization and like the South was always like agriculture and shit, and how that's like still like deep rooted in like the culture. The refusal to adapt had like severe exponential consequences. And like they showed pictures from like you'll see in southern towns, they look the same as they did 50 years ago.
Interesting. There wasn't a lot of advancements to the actual civilization, if you will.
Exactly.
You got to drop this link. This sounds like a fascinating topic of discussion over here.
It was pretty cool. I don't know. It was just like a domino effect that I was like, wow.
See, the main cities too in the country all probably had a very booming industrial revolutionary period. You got New York, you got,
it's to the
Chicago,
point though where like
you got Boston, you got Dallas. Dallas is down south. I'm sure they had an industrial revolution, right?
I'm sure they did. I mean, a lot of it has to do with the way he said it was. I thought it was a really interesting point. If you want to go from like lower class in terms of like I'm talking macro scale. I'm not talking about like people. Society has like the path to a higher class, no matter which way you cut it, is through a college system. Like college educated societies advance. Like that's just what it is. Like, and that's why you see all like the fucking giant college campuses and all the Ivy League schools are all on the coasts that like.
I feel like college is on the way out though.
No, dude.
Not fully.
You can't tell me.
Explain.
Gary V's standing on a soapbox in the middle of South Carolina telling people to not go to college.
No, listen. I'm not saying go to college. I'm not saying not go to college. I'm saying do whatever works well for you and what you want to do and your passions and what you want to do in life. I'm simply saying, I think now more than ever, I'm going to sound a little bit like Gary Vee, especially with social media and the fact that we all got these in our pockets. There are ways to do things in life to reach a certain level of success, whatever you feel that level is in your own brain, without going through traditional education systems.
No, I hear you, but
that's all I'm saying. I think that is a very fair and understandable claim. Now, here's the thing, though. There are certain jobs, careers, if you will, in our society that will always need that extra level of education. But to say that every person needs to go to college and follow the American dream and then have, the white picket fence with the golden retriever, it's not necessary. We're all on our own path, Phillion. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. But the problem is these towns in the South, they don't have fucking iPhones. They don't have computers, bro.
That seems like a very bold claim. And also, we're not talking about like specific sectors of the world. We're just saying as a whole, technology has definitely given us a much better starting platform to reach success than in the past.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll show you the video. But
can I get an amen, Philly?
Yeah, amen.
All right, there we go. We're on the same page.
But I'm telling you, once you watch the video, you'll be like, wow, it's just fucking ransacked. Like, this is not where people are like, this is not just like Southern living, like going to the supermarket and cooking a nice family dinner. This is like, we have nothing.
Oh, geez. Yeah, no, I have to watch the video for more context for sure. But yeah, it's weird how like, I feel that when we were growing up, it was a very prominent, you go to high school, then you go to college, and that's what you're quote unquote supposed to do. But that definitely has shifted in the last 10 to 15 years, no question. I don't even think that's like debatable.
Yeah.
It's very interesting stuff. I'll tell you this much. I went to college. I didn't order my diploma yet. Have you ordered your diploma yet?
No.
We should do that. We should actually do that on the next member episode. We should fucking just screen share and order our diplomas.
Yeah.
And then hang them up in the background.
And just end the podcast right after that.
Yeah, it'll just be called bonus episode, whatever it is, 59.
We won't even
get
talk.
Our diplomas.
Yeah, we'll just have the voice call of like calling the student affairs office.
100%. By the way, if you guys didn't know this, we have member exclusive content over a extra year's worth of Sunday Sauce material. One episode every Wednesday, member exclusive, $4.99 a month. And then you guys can access that content. And once you're a member, you could literally just binge it all. And then you can cancel your membership if you want. I would stick around because we still put these episodes out every Wednesday.
That's a fact.
They're fucking great.
That is a fact.
All right, let me tell you about this fucking computer now. All right, so here's the deal, Phil. I think I talked about this on the last public episode. It might have been a member episode. Regardless, long story short, I got stuck in Canada because all of the flights to New York were either canceled or delayed on this particular day that I was traveling because of weather and like air traffic control issues, whatever. I go, no big deal. I'm going to go back to K-Dog's place. I'm going to go on my MacBook and I'm going to figure out a way that I could still record the content. Maybe I'll go buy a gaming laptop. Regardless, I just need my save files on my main PC, which I'm using right now. I call up Joey, AKA...
Wait. We talked about this on the member episode, but last time we talked, I assume now that you're on this computer, something was fixed.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Okay, continue.
So I just need to give context to the people in case they haven't heard this yet.
Right.
So I call up my brother Joey Louis Figs. You guys know him. You love him. He's been on, I believe, twice. Anyway, we get this guy to come to my house, and he goes to turn on my PC tower, and nothing's happening. I'm like, Joey, stop fucking around.
Joey the cable guy.
Yeah, nothing's working. He goes, oh, this is fucking dummy broken. And I'm like, Joey, it's not time to joke. Like, I need to fucking make these videos, whatever. Long story short, my father brings it to Micro Center, and I get back to New York 2 days ago, and I get a text yesterday that it's ready to go. So I'm trying to think how I want to tell this story. So I'll get to this other part later. We go to Micro Center, and it turns out that it's not a power supply issue. There's not a motherboard issue. There wasn't a surge. It just turns out when this PC was put together, some of the connections at the front of the computer weren't properly aligned and properly wired. So all he had to do was like fix a couple wires. It cost $30 to fix. Like this was a non-issue.
Oh, okay.
If I knew remotely anything about computers, I could have popped this open and reattached myself most likely. But yeah, it was fucking sick. So I picked it up yesterday. It's back home. I reattached everything. Lukey, aka Game Boy Luke, He helped me get all my audio situated again. So we're back in business.
That happened to me with
Micro Center's dope.
I bought one of my first computers I bought from ibuypower.com. Have you heard of that website?
I feel like I have, actually.
It's like one of the OG, I'm pretty sure, like customize your computer and they just send it to you. I feel like that's like the new meta. You know what I mean? Like everyone just customizes instead of like building the parts and shit, which I have done on this computer. But they sent me the computer and it wasn't turning on either. And it was I had to like call them and shit. And they're like, did you attach the wire? I'm like, yo, I was under the impression I press a button and this thing turns on.
Yeah, exactly. It's weird though, because when I got this PC, this happened to me like 6 months ago. It was just sitting on my desk. I plugged everything in. I was ready to start working. And the power button wouldn't go on. Then like 3 days later, it magically started working. And I was like, oh, well, I guess it's fixed. 6 months of using it later, then it didn't turn on again. But luckily, it's been working perfectly. And I'm back to being a fucking content machine, baby.
Yeah, I think I'm in the market for a new... I can't do it with this. Where is it? Is it in here? No, my Mac laptop. I think I bought it almost 2 years ago at this point.
2020 probably, end of 2019.
The amount of Omni disk sweeping I have to do on this shit. For those of you guys who don't know, I don't know the way around this, but Apple likes to do this thing where it just creates massive render and proxy files whenever you edit something. Even your computer will just start caching up other, like when you go to like the Apple icon to show how much storage you have, you'll just see like 100 gigs of just other. It's just waste on your computer, right? So you download Omni Disk Sweeper, which is not an Apple app.
It's legendary. It's a legendary app, though.
Yeah, it's free. This thing sweeps your drives, and you can go file by file and delete shit. It also clumps it up. So what I have to do in terms of editing is every about 20 to 30 minutes, probably like 8 to 15 minutes.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's gross. It's so sluggish. I have to empty my render files, and I know I can edit in fucking proxy media, which kind of helps, which means that the computer doesn't render as it goes, it just uses like shitty versions. But like, I don't like doing that. So I need something. I need to fix something.
I would honestly just get like a fucking 10 terabyte solid state external hardware drive. Plug that bitch in and get all your files on there. That way the computer keeps running smoothly.
Yeah, I could. I mean, I do have externals, but I'm pretty sure like my computer just gets so sluggish. I mean, I don't want to sound like, oh, I need a new like fucking computer. I bought this thing 2 years ago, but like it doesn't even have an M1 chip in it.
I'll say this though. Yeah, that if you got an M1 Mac, you'd actually be shocked at how much better it performs, especially with Final Cut with what you edit with. I'll say this, man. I won't even relate it just to content creation. In any field that you're in, if you have the opportunity to like reinvest into yourself and into your business, you should probably do it. I spent a fuckload of money on this PC, and granted, like I had that one issue with it, but this thing, man, is a fucking behemoth. Like, I quite literally never have issues. Everything runs super speedily.
You can fucking cook a chicken in that thing.
Beast. It's crazy, and it looks super cool too, which is also a bonus. The guy at Micro Center saw that I had the Scouts logo, Sasageo from AOT, on the side of my casing. He was like, "Yeah, we were all wondering if you did that yourself or if the company did that." I'm like, "Yeah, no, the company did it. I uploaded the image, but the thing, it looks fucking
Yeager.
Sweet." Aaron Yeager, baby. But yeah, so that happened yesterday, and this is where I was, about to pivot with my story earlier, but I'm gonna just let you know what happened now. I got a text that the computer was ready, but I was on my way to Georgia.
Wait, you went to Georgia?
All right, we tried to get to Georgia.
Dude.
Second time in a week this happened to me.
Where the fuck do you go? Like
I'm the marathon man.
Like
all I do is run shit.
Dos
all right,
Equis guy these days. I don't know half this shit. You're just fucking across the country.
Here's what happened. With all the stress with my PC, I'm like, okay, I don't know if we should go to Georgia because it was just like a lot going on. I'm behind on videos right now. I have a shitload of ad reads I have to do. But I was like, I guess if the computer's not even going to be ready, we might as well go to Georgia, clear our heads for the weekend, come back, regroup. So we end up last minute getting airline tickets to go to Georgia. We fucking get ready super quick. We rush to the airport. It's a little drizzly, nothing too bad. We get to the fucking plane. We get on the plane. First of all, this was an interesting thing. I'm throwing no shade to Southwest, by the way, because obviously this is out of their control, but it was just interesting to me that Southwest, at least on this particular flight, did not have assigned seating. This was the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. And maybe this is a common thing, but I fly all the time. I usually do like
musical chairs in the fucking airplane.
Dude, I usually fly Delta. We do Air Canada sometimes, WestJet, JetBlue. I've never done Southwest. So literally the way it's organized is there's groups A, B, and C. And they'll be like, all right, C. If you're in C, 1 through 55, come on to the line now. You get on the plane and you essentially just look for a fucking seat and overhead storage, and then you sit down.
That doesn't sound
there's some people
very
that are
practical.
sitting alone, no one in between them, one person. Thank God me and Kylie were able to find 2 seats next to each other. So we did that. Anyway, we're on the fucking plane now, and the guy comes on the fucking intercom. He's like, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? We're about to take flight to Atlanta. Just want to give you a heads up. We don't even know how long it's going to take. All we can say is that we are landlocked right now, and we will not be able to take off anytime
landlocked?
soon.
What does that mean?
When we have more updates, we'll let you know. I guess like all the planes are stuck on land.
You know what
right?
I hate? I hate the... We don't have information. Just tell us what the fuck is going on.
Bro, there's never clear updates, no matter what fucking airline you're on, man. So we're literally just like, all right, whatever. We're in a good mood because we're going to Georgia. We're going to see our friends. We're celebrating Brenda's first birthday. My computer was fixed at this point, so I'm like, when I get home, we'll be good to go. So we're sitting on the plane, and we're watching Jersey Shore, just having fun. 40 minutes go by, an hour go by. Finally, boom, boom. Hello again from the flight deck. I'm sorry we don't have better.
We still have no information.
He literally said that. We still don't know what's going on. When we know, we will let you know. Okay. Now the lights go off. Engines start revving. This is about 2 hours into it now. We go, oh, we're gonna fucking take off. Here we go. Fucking plane's going. We're like making left turns on the runway to like get in front of other planes. I'm like, here we go. This is it. Hello again. Bad news, folks. This flight has been canceled.
What the fuck?
What? When we were on the fucking plane, he goes, there was some lightning and we cannot take off. We're going back to the gate.
Jesus
so now
Christ.
we're driving back to the fucking gate, and the guy, one of the flight attendants, gets on the announcement thing. It was actually hilarious. He was like, welcome to LaGuardia. It was like just playing on the fact that we never left. Some people did not appreciate it. I thought it was pretty funny, to be honest with you. Long story short, we all get off the fucking plane now, and they refunded us because obviously the flight was canceled. But I did notice today in my email that they sent us a $200 flight voucher for both me and K-Dog. So that's nice. They didn't have to do that, you know? So that's cool.
Hey, yes, they did. Time is money, and they're fucking with your time.
Well, that's the one thing that drives me crazy about that. Like, I'd rather be safe than fucking take off in the middle of a lightning storm and God forbid something bad happens. But sitting on a plane for that, there's something about being in a pressurized capsule.
How come?
You feel like shit.
Why do I feel so dirty? Like after I touch an airplane seat.
And greasy. You feel greasy.
There's literal oil, like pepperoni grease all over me. Like, it's fucking gross. Bro.
It's disgusting.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if like I've had shitty luck, excuse me, lately, or if it's just because I travel at the volume that I do.
Right.
But now, like when I get on a plane, there's no delay. We take off and we land. I'm like, this is a good fucking day, you know?
Yeah.
So that happened.
You should start a podcast or like a series where you just talk about like plane travel.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, just
welcome back to the, what do we call it? Welcome back to the high rises.
I don't know. I don't know enough aviation lingo.
I think that's a good name. Welcome back to the Landlocked Podcast, where we take off so you don't have to.
Welcome back to the Wings on the Ground podcast.
Oh, welcome back to the We Have No Information About Your Ascent podcast. How you doing?
I think it's part of their job description to be just so vague to keep everyone like quelled, you know?
Yeah, it just sucks because like even if it's information that is something that's like hard to understand for someone that's not a pilot, give us something in layman's terms where it's like, hey folks, just to give you a heads up, this flight will probably be canceled. They always
have that annoying 1950s radio voice too.
Yep.
It's never just like, yo, what's up? It's Carl, and we can't fucking take off right now.
Yeah, I never hear it. What's up? This is your pilot, Steve. We're gonna take off anytime. You know, just
that would
casual.
Make me
it's always
feel more comfortable. It does. Like, what are we doing with this perceived like it.
Also, there's apparently a thing where, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm like 90% sure about this. Flight attendants don't get paid till they're in the air.
Yeah, that's true. I'm pretty sure.
So that's fucked. Like all these flight attendants on this plane yesterday that were just like telling everyone to stay seated because we were on an active taxiway.
Dude.
And they just don't get paid for that day. I'd be fucking pissed.
Speaking of flight attendants. Did you
going back to school, Phil?
No. This is an oofy, Vinny. Did you hear about Elon Musk?
Is this the controversy about the allegation?
Where he whipped...
Something about allegations, right? I didn't really read too much into it.
Yeah, apparently he whipped out his boner and said that he would buy her a horse if she did more.
And this was on a plane with a flight attendant.
His private jet, SpaceX.
Oh, dear God. So... I hate talking about allegation type stories, especially when I don't know any of the information, so I can't really like provide any insight here. I don't really have much to say, but
you
can't be whipping your dick out.
No, you can't be doing that.
you can't be doing that, mate. I mean, I guess I'll just leave it at that. You can't be doing that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because I hope as a result of this, there's some legislation change with NDAs or non-disclosure agreements because apparently the girl who went through this was under an NDA and didn't actually come forward with it. It was one of her friends who like broke the story because she was like, I don't like, this is damaging to my friend. Long story short, the woman who this happened to was paid $250,000 by Elon Musk as like a severance or some sort of like, like don't talk to the media about this and here you go.
Is that like technically not a blackmail, but
a bribe?
Just like a bribe. That's what I was thinking of. Yes.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, listen, I'm an Elon Musk fan, so I hope it's not true, but it's definitely not a good situation.
Yeah, but basically the point I wanted to get was a lot of people don't understand that, well, it gets complicated. With non-disclosure agreements, from what I understand, when something illegal happens under the NDA, you're allowed to break the NDA.
Gotcha.
Number two, it's often used by powerful people or organizations to hush people when they don't actually know that, like, that's the case, that they could just not follow it if there's law is being broken. So it's kind of like a weird loosey-goosey type thing. I had another point, but...
Lost it?
I lost it. It's landlocked.
It's landlocked. Can't take off.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I don't know shit about NDAs. I feel like...
Oh, I got it.
Go ahead.
YouTubers use them with sinister things as well. Do you remember the controversy between, not the controversy, but a couple years ago, do you remember the Ace family or Austin McBroom giving girls NDAs to like not No?
Don't remember. I know the Ace family, obviously, though.
Dan Bilzerian uses them to everyone who comes into his house. That's how
just automatically sign NDA.
Yeah. How psychotic is that shit?
So you're saying, if I just understand your point, regardless what the NDA states, if there's illegal activity within the confines of whatever you sign, you should still be able to come forward and say something was like wrong that you saw.
It nullifies the
that's what you're arguing, right?
Well, I'm not even arguing it. That's what the law is. It nullifies the NDA.
Oh, so that is in place right now. Like if there is illegal activity, the NDA doesn't matter.
Yes, but literally nobody really knows that because it's kind of like a scary thing where like when you sign this paper, it's like, oh, you can't talk about it. But the NDA that apparently the woman signed with SpaceX was that she couldn't talk to the media about it. It was like a specific, like you can't talk to news outlets about it, but you can. It's so fucking weird. Like it's just, it makes you wonder like, I mean, I told you a couple of examples of other people using NDAs, but it's like a sinister thing used by people with power that needs to be evaluated or at least understood on a grander scheme because I feel like a lot of people don't understand the actual context of the laws.
Yeah, it's one of those things that we've talked about where like we never learn about that shit in school.
I mean,
maybe there should be even just a brief segment about fucking
NDAs,
contracts and NDAs and signing your name to shit.
Yeah.
I mean, we laugh about it, but seriously, there's so many things I just feel should have been taught at some point. I still can't believe they don't teach most students, I feel, at least where we grew up and went to school. We never learn about taxes, like at all.
Yeah.
They just say, like, you have to pay them, but they don't go over anything with you. I think there was one field trip where we learned about signing checks. Other than that, nothing. Which, granted, I feel like that might be on its way out because obviously everything's digital and tap to pay and all that type of shit these days, but...
Yeah, they just need like one core curriculum class that everyone in the U.S. takes. That's just
call it fucking life. That's it. Just a life class.
Yeah, give me some boomer who's seen it all, with a chip on his shoulder.
Some rugged, disheveled, beaten down dude that's gonna come in and be like, "You want to learn how to fucking file taxes? You know how much tax money I've spent in my days."
Yeah.
And you're just like, Jesus, that's what's gonna happen after school, huh? Fuck, dude. I'll tell you this.
I think that'll be good.
I recently got into credit card benefits. This is interesting. This is another thing they never fucking teach you. You know how many benefits your credit card might offer that you don't even fucking know about, Phil?
I know about
Until
them.
you read the fine print. I just learned that if I use like a certain card with Uber Eats, they just give you like $30 a month for free. Why haven't I been using this card?
Yeah, I get like cash back on gas and like groceries and shit. But
there's like certain cards that you should use with certain things where like if you're traveling, this card's good to use because you get like 4 times the points back. If you're getting groceries, you go with this card because it's better with 3 times cash back. With the food, you have like certain promotions that if you go into like the app of your credit card, if you don't select add to card, it won't be enabled. But if you do, then if you spend like $6,000 in 4 months, you get like 100,000 points. Like there's all these things that if you don't really explore the fine print, you might not even know that you have these benefits.
You want to know something
pretty fucking wild?
Nuts.
Let's hear it.
There's some finance people that teach this, or personal finance people. I don't want to call it like credit card hacking, but basically, you know how some credit cards offer 0% APR, basically 0% interest.
Mm-hmm.
So you open up a new card with 0% interest. You buy whatever you want, right? Say groceries, fucking tech, whatever. After the 0% APR expires, because usually it's like a promotional offer, you open up a new credit card that is running the same promotion and pay off that card with that card. Therefore, you have 0.
That cannot be legal.
I swear to God.
Ain't no fucking way. Yeah, go ahead and try it, Phil.
Bro,
You're gonna hear a knock at your fucking door.
I swear to God.
FBI, open up.
Oh, let me verify. Let me verify.
Yeah, go ahead. That to me seems like some epic fucking scheme. That right there is a scheme.
You think that's a scheme?
I can't imagine that's a thing that like is allowed to be done.
Why not?
I mean, eventually someone's not getting money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like eventually someone's getting fucking robbed in that scenario.
If you're looking to pay off one credit card balance using another card, this generally isn't possible. Banks don't allow you to pay your credit card balance off using another credit card. Typically payments via check. I'm going to do more research. I'm going to come back because there's something that you can do that is this in theory, but I think it's not actually like a credit card. It's like a debt.
Yeah, you can do it. You could also rob a bank.
Give me a fucking NDA.
You can do it. Good luck,
Give me an
champ.
NDA. I didn't say anything.
This fucking guy's out of control. But yeah, so if you have a credit card, and maybe, a lot of the times where I have these like life realizations, I say it and then people leave comments like, Vinny, you fucking idiot, no shit. But maybe there's one person out there like me that wasn't taking full advantage of their card benefits. And now maybe you're staying at a fucking Hilton hotel free of charge chilling. Maybe. You know what else is a maybe?
It sounds so criminal. Whatever fucking, I just described.
Hey, listen, you were just talking about a hypothetical situation.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I heard it. Okay, so if I'm wrong, then that's a testament to how boring listening to fucking finance people are, because that's what I get from watching your content.
Damn, yeah. This is a message to all finance people. Do better. Finance creators, do better so Phil can understand.
If you're buying a Starbucks $5 cold brew, you're literally not going to be a millionaire by the age of 24.
You should take that $5 and put it in an index fund.
Suck my fucking
interest.
ball sack.
Hey, Phil, I know you're going to love this. You know, a lot of people left a lot of comments for a lot of episodes of the Sunday Sauce, and they would say, oh, Vinny, get the Paul brothers' dicks out of your mouth. Yep. All you do is bring up the Paul brothers.
You're always just sloppy toppying the Paul brothers.
Sloppy toppy. I haven't brought them up in like a bunch of episodes, but today I gotta talk about my boy Logie.
Oh God, here we go.
So tonight, for you guys, this already closed, but tonight he's doing an auction for another 36 first edition booster packs, the same packs where I got my Blastoise.
I swear to fucking God.
Listen, let me just say one thing, all right? Tonight, if I see there's a pack that maybe is on the lower side of the bids, and I just, throw a bid. If I just throw a bid into the ring and I happen to win, then I might get another pack. I'm not saying I'm going to go full throttle on this. Just, maybe I'll throw a bid in, And if you do win the pack, you get the cards, obviously, like you did last time. You get invited into an Instagram live with him and the guy from the Golden Auctions. I forgot his name. I think his name's Kevin. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And then you get the shout out. You get all that type of stuff. You get the cards sent to you, and they get graded by PSA expedited. And listen, I got the Blastoise, and I still feel like I'm destined to get that Charizard. So I'll keep you guys posted on what happens with this.
You didn't even grade the first one.
It's very true. He will get graded eventually, Phil. But for now, he's chilling in the sock drawer.
Listen, why don't you actually buy the packs instead of buying them through Logan Paul?
Yeah, you let me know where I'm going to get. Here's the problem with that. Oh, let me backtrack a little bit. You can get the packs. The problem is, if you go on eBay and you try to buy a pack from a box that hasn't been opened, they might say that it's a heavy pack, and it might not be heavy.
Heavy as in,
an extra premium.
Good Pokemon inside the pack.
Did you never know about this? We've talked about Pokemon cards so much. If it's a heavier pack, it's more than likely to have a holographic in it because the holographic cards weigh more than the regular cards.
Oh, we're talking ounces.
Yeah, no, it's it's not guaranteed that a heavy pack will have a holo, but it's more likely to have a holo than a light pack, obviously.
I got a heavy sack, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a lot more. I got a heavy Pisha deal. Yeah. When I drop it on my scale, a lot of ounces. A lot of fucking ounces. My point being, if you do get it from a box that is just being opened, which Logan is the only psychopath that opens these fucking boxes, and you get the ability to go on the live. That's fun.
You have to say that with your front teeth out when you say the heavy pack or it's a heavy pack.
It's a heavy pack, dude. Listen, it's not as fun to get a pack from eBay and then you just bring it home and you open it. Being a part of the experience is always a fun thing.
Can I point something out? This is honest critique. This is not shitting on the project.
Okay.
Seems to me Originals, his NFT project, is not doing that great.
This is just my knee-jerk reaction to hearing you say that. And I don't know shit about this stuff. I'm very, very blunt in saying, I don't know a lot about the NFT crypto space. We talk about it a lot, we joke a lot, but I don't know shit about it. I feel like it makes sense that it wouldn't be doing as good as you may have thought because of the fact that crypto is horribly tanking right now.
Yes.
It's
perhaps.
And he joked about it on a new episode of Impulsive. He's like, I launched this passion project, the biggest thing of my career during a time period where the crypto market is literally tanking.
Right.
So it's definitely not good timing, but when you look at it though, from the outside looking in, he's selling Polaroids for $50,000 plus. It's still doing really well,
Yeah.
And some of the photos are really cool and the perks that come with it. I think that project is dope.
You should sue him because he took your fucking entire brand.
What, just because he's using the name Original?
Yes, he's 99 Originals.
Listen, I'm 151 Originals. It's a little bit different. By the way, Phil, fucking Nintendo. Wait, did I show you the thumbnail?
Buddy.
Oh, shit.
Buddy.
Hold on. I'm going to send something to you.
If you don't send me the actual fucking video, we're going to have some problems.
All right, I'm going to send you the video, but you want to see the thumbnail first?
Sure.
Okay, so I got one thumbnail done. Another one's being worked on as we speak. Phil, I just want your genuine reaction.
Are you going through?
We're not going to put this on the screen. Y'all can't see this yet till it's ready to go up. This is the first thumbnail for the channel.
You texted it to me?
Phil!
Oh yeah, that'll pop. I like it.
Let's go. Phil, I actually sent thumbnails on your channel as far as color inspiration. When it comes to this, you see you got your greens, your purples, your light blues.
You like that?
It came out very good. Shout out to my friend Amy that's working on these. She's doing an amazing job. Dude, there's like so many moving parts to this. I don't want to go into a long tangent about the channel like I always do, but coming soon. Thank you for your patience. Get some popcorn, cook it in the microwave while we're waiting, all right?
You see my most recent thumbnail or?
Yeah, I love it. The white background is fucking sick.
Well, that's actually just his picture.
Oh, so you literally just took a photo? That's fucking nice.
Yeah, it's
nice and convenient.
I know, but I was going to ask you, like, do you think it fits with the title?
I feel like, yeah, the vibe is really good. Honestly,
is the vibe there?
I would stick to your rectangular thing though. Like I would keep that and maybe put rectangle.
Problem is he's got the glasses
eyeballs.
and there's no pictures with him without the glasses.
Yeah, but you could still put it over the glasses now.
Yeah, I could try.
Like
it looks a little weird.
Just over his eyes. Just over his eyes.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
Me personally, and listen, you've been crushing it with what you're doing, so like you don't need my critiques. I would just say my opinion. I love the fucking branding that you're doing right now with that bar. Definitely put that bar on there.
All right.
Whatever the fuck you got to do, throw that fucking bar on there for sure.
All right, I'll put my pichadillo on there and just throw the bar over it and I'm good to go.
There you go. By the way, if you guys are watching this the day that it goes up, today's the last day to pick up the still original champion drop.
I know.
So 8 p.m. EST, last opportunity.
8 p.m. EST?
Yep, on May 22nd.
Oh, you scared
8 p.m.
me.
EST.
I thought you meant like 48 minutes ago. I was like, what? I was going to buy it tonight.
I just posted an Instagram of it. Last bit of promo over here.
Do you have a favorite piece in the collection?
For me, the hoodie is the go-to. I'm wearing the joggers right now as well. I'll show you the joggers. They go hard as fuck. Got the logo over here.
It's good.
Very short. I'm gonna have to fucking leap, but the joggers go hard. Super cozy. Super deep pockets. You know, it's nice for you, Phil, because you got all that fucking cash. Your deep pockets when you got that fucking cash, Phil.
Yeah, I wish.
When you got that fucking green social blade checks coming in the mail, baby.
Dude,
Same Phil?
I don't because my most recent video has limited ads on it. So.
Well, was it a sponsored video?
Yeah, I got this comment.
All right.
I got this comment. You know, let me just. Nah, you know, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
No, fuck it. Break it down. Let's put them on blast.
All right, let me find it.
I'm feeling fucking jacked up right now, Phil.
I'm not going to read the exact one because I have to find it. But basically, he said, I really love the high qualityness of these videos. However, your sponsors bring them down a peg or two. I'm like, dude, it was one of those things where it's like, listen, in an ideal fucking world, I wouldn't have sponsors. Nobody would have sponsors. They would have full creative. Well, I do have full creative freedom. However, they wouldn't have to put them in their videos. The only reason I say that is because this video took 2 to 3 weeks to make, right? I'm talking late nights. I'm talking research. I'm talking scripting. I'm talking outsourcing work for editing. I'm talking sending it back to me. I have to edit it. Days at a time. I have to upload it, see a mistake, fucking switch it, and we're talking 4K render files. This is not like a quick fix thing. If there's one frame out of place, it's a 4-hour ordeal, right? For me to upload and then get limited ads on it, which means it doesn't get as much reach. You know, I was going to tweet at YouTube today because I know they say that like limited ads on a video doesn't affect viewership, but we all know that's not true.
I feel like it does.
It has to affect it.
They're going to push out the video that's going to make them money.
Exactly.
Right? Like it just makes sense to me.
So I'm like, listen, I hear you, but like.
No, fuck that. Phil's got to eat. Commenter, do you understand? This man will be in a box and then he won't be able to put out the fucking 30-minute mini doc. He's got to manja. He's got to eat. That's all there is to it. And
I like the products that that are sponsored by me, right?
Hell yeah.
It's just like, I wish I can talk, you know, this is just a grander conversation. I wish I could actually talk with people and not pay attention to just like comments, but like that's just, I have to remind myself that like, dude, it's just a fucking comment. Like,
it's also like if people gotta relax. People gotta relax. You know, we're in 2022. Phil's gotta eat.
Yeah, I guess.
You see an ad, pay attention to it. It's probably a good product.
Or just, you know, you can just, if you don't like anything in the video, just go forward. Like,
listen, by the way, for the record, commercials have existed forever. We were doing a stream the other night, me and K-Dog. We were watching old 90s and early 2000s commercials. And let me tell you, commercials are dead, man.
Oh, yeah.
Commercials are fucking dead. I'm talking, they always had a catchy slogan, a song. They went on for way too long. You're worried about a 1:30 spot from Phillion? How about a 5-minute long Burger King ad where he would rap about SpongeBob SquarePants, and there was just no direction to this. Like, they didn't even present a product or anything. It was just Burger King and SpongeBob. 5-minute fucking song. That was a commercial that was on TV.
Well, I say this, and it's kind of like out of proportion because I get so many comments saying that like my sponsors' segues are like insane and like they enjoy the ad reads. And people stick around for them.
People really do love the ad reads.
I'm just saying that, like, I lost my train of thought.
Man, it's been happening to you a lot. Did you hit your head this week?
I might have, dude.
This guy needs a hug out here, dude. I'll give you a hug.
Thank you.
I'll stop
Yeah.
by. I'll give you a hug.
No, I'm
in New York, by the way, for like a week and a half. You want to get together? We can stop by the house. Kylie's here till... We're going to Boston next week, but we're here for like a full week now.
Absolutely, dude. I guess it's just because at a certain point you get so critical of like your own work and your own self, and I know things want to be perfect, but like I just want to add context to like a lot of creators out there don't talk to their fans, or like they can't provide, say, in like in a podcast setting like Weekend where we could actually talk and people can listen to our unfiltered voices out of the context of making videos. Like there's so much shit that people like just don't realize, and then they say things, and then like it's like,
well, that's the thing. I think no matter what, and we've talked about this before, as long as the content's really good, even if people absolutely hate advertisements, it's not going to make a difference and deter them from watching the video.
Right.
If something is really good, you'll watch the ad for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I just...
It's when you start putting out dog water stuff and throwing ads on that. That's when you got a fucking problem. But luckily, we're elite.
Yeah, we are.
You gonna get fucked up tonight, Phil?
I might. There's just no way for creators to tell their audience, like, hey, this video is not monetized. You know what I mean? Unless they explicitly like go in the comment section like, oh, this is limited ads. But then there's, I don't know. It's like there's a weird wall there.
I think bigger picture conversation, you're just never gonna please everybody.
True.
Even if your video gets 1 million views and 999,000 of them had great things to say, and there's one person being like, I don't know, the ad read at 2 minutes really deterred me from watching the rest of the content. It's like, all right, go fucking kick rocks.
Yeah.
Bad foot.
I mean, I hear
yourself.
you. I don't know why that one got under my skin today. I guess, yeah.
It happens, man. Listen, you can't, when you realize in your life that you can't please everybody, but you know who you can please? The voice within. Your heart, Phil.
That's good.
The people around you.
That's good.
And let me tell you something right now. Your circle might shrink, but if you got the right people in that circle, the biggest circle you could ever have.
I'm pretty sure I got a small, tight circle.
I got a very small circle these days. I like it. I fuck with it, dude.
It's so much easier. Like, it's just really is. You don't have to commit to shit that you actually don't want to do. You don't have to people please. You can just be yourself.
Bro, not people pleasing is the wave.
You can just do you. It's kind of beautiful.
When's the last time someone was like, hey, you want to do this? Go out and do this? And you're just like, nah.
It doesn't
really.
happen because when people do hit me with that, I'm always like, yeah, because my circle's tight.
Because the people that are asking you to do it are in the circle. You keep it nice and tight, locked and loaded. You're good to go.
Have you ever heard like the motivational quote? It's like, you are the result of the 5 people you surround yourself with.
Ooh, I like that.
Do you think that's true or false?
I don't know if there's a specific number, like 5.
Right, but the idea.
But yeah, you are definitely who you're surrounding. Listen, how many successful people do you know that have a core group of friends that are just all pieces of shit? It's very rare, I feel like.
It's true.
There's never just like one fucking, shining star and the rest of the people are just garbage people.
Yeah.
Usually there's like a bad apple in the bunch, but we keep him around because we love that guy, But, it happens.
And if you don't know who that guy is, then you are that guy.
Oh, shit! The truth comes out here on the Sunday Sauce, baby. No, I mean, every friend group has, like, people... I don't know. That's a cool topic. I feel like it is rare, though, that you do meet, like, a group of 5 people and, like, everyone's just crushing it. But also, what is the definition of crushing it?
I don't know. I think I've lost the definition of crushing it.
Listen, as long as I can get dessert a couple times a week, I'll be content with life.
I think it's a flawed fucking question. I think a lot of like this hypothetical, like, oh, happiness, it's just inherently flawed. And like, you can't really just answer it by like motivational quotes and just like anecdotal evidence.
Also, happiness is not linear at all. Like, dude, I'll have like moments in my day where I'm fucked up, like sad, angry, fearful, just not feeling good. And it might be like a 15-minute segment of my day, but then I feel great afterwards.
Yeah.
Like you can have like moments of funk. That's normal.
Moments of stank.
Moments of just odor sleuth, That's a Pokemon move, Phil. You ever hear of odor
sleuth?
I don't even know what it does, but it doesn't sound very good.
That sounds like a guy with a fetish for really smelly things.
Oh, God.
Think about it.
Odor sleuth.
Yeah, it sounds like a serial killer, bro.
Listen, while you're out tonight getting your drink on, I think, and you guys can comment down below if this actually did happen, I think me and K-Dog tonight are going to do the new, it's like the Wii Sports, but for the Switch.
Oh, I want to do that, too.
I think we're going to play some games tonight and,
if you're looking
get our fitness on.
For Nintendo content, I feel like Wii Sports is an untapped potential because there's so much like meme potential in Wii Sports.
I'm excited. I think they have like volleyball now.
Down to
they
the
have
music.
Soccer. That shit goes fucking dummy hard.
It's what okay. I mean, I think there's a clear answer here, but maybe not. What do you think was a bigger leap in technology? And get the bias out of your head that like one was first. Wii or Switch? It's definitely got to be the Wii because it was first.
I feel like Switch.
Really?
I feel like Switch. Well, dude, think about it this way. Wii, in my opinion, revolutionized the not just using a controller, but using a controller with the human body. Like the nunchuck and the bar that like you can go like this and tap on things, right? The Switch, though, is an entirely different class of like, you can have your console come with you, where it's not just like a DS or a PSP. It literally had console level gameplay wherever you are.
It's kind of the
and
most
all you have
genius
to do
thing.
is dock it. It's amazing, dude. I'm shocked that Sony and Microsoft haven't done.
I'm shocked
type
it took
of
so
Xbox or
long
PlayStation
for them to do that. Like,
well, the Wii U, which a lot of people would say is like a failure. It was the next iteration of the Wii. The Wii U had that like tablet thing, but you needed to have the main console near it. It was like the baby step for the Switch.
It was the Charmeleon.
The Wii U crawled so the fucking Switch could run.
I feel like, okay, here's a thing. Everyone will call the Wii U a failure, right? And this is gonna get fucking, it's not gonna get deep, but it's gonna get cool.
Okay.
Freshman year of college, I discovered the band Glass Animals, right? That's 6 to 7 years ago. And I don't want to like gatekeep or anything, but I loved Glass Animals back then. And I feel like a lot of people do gatekeep certain things, but only up until 2020, 2021, with the song that you know, and a lot of people know, and
sometimes all I think about is you.
Bro, I was in the bathroom the other night in the city, and that was playing, and it was like a remix. I'm like, they've been making like killer music for years, right? But so many people won't even listen to them or know that they existed, but they're being categorized as like pop now. Like I'm pretty sure one of their songs was like best. What was it? Like I don't want to say it was like song of the year or best pop song of the year for what was it? The Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
Like anyone who knows Glass Animals knows that they're not like pop, right?
Mm-hmm. But it was in that category.
Yeah, and it was what I'm talking about is like that time zone where like beautiful art exists and it could be like a failure. And then like the result of that is their hit song or the Nintendo Switch or it's
becoming the new mainstream thing.
Yeah.
That the masses clinch into.
Yeah.
But it's been, well, that drives me crazy, right? Because I say this all the fucking time. We have an amazing podcast, but no one knows we fucking exist. So it's like, yeah, like in the future, let's say 5 years down the road, we're a fucking top 5 podcast. All of the people, the 35,000 that have ridden with us to this point can say, oh, I knew about them before they were mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just like what makes things catch fire. Like what makes things get into the spotlight. Because you're right, like Glass Animals have been around for a very long time, but why did that one song propel them to like new heights?
But if you were to ask, I guarantee, if you were to ask Wavy Davy, the lead singer of Glass Animals, what he would call his band, it would not be fucking pop. Or if you were to ask him what his favorite song was, it wouldn't be, what's the name of that song? Fucking...
Heat Waves.
Yeah, it would not be Heat Waves. Because
maybe it would,
there's
though.
no shot. Dude, every musician I talk to, my brother-in-law included, their number one song, like, they fucking hate playing because it's that effect. It's like, oh, we want this fucking song. And it's just like, dude.
Well, that's like that weird thing, too, in content creation. Like, I mean, bro, look at you. Everybody wanted the fitness flops. Like, I don't want to fucking make this anymore. I'm done with this shit. And that goes into it. Like, do you feed the machine that is the fucking thing that's working? Or do you fucking go with the passion? Right? Because if a musician pops off for a certain sound and they completely pivot, sometimes it'll take them to an even bigger audience, but sometimes people are like, well, what the fuck was that? Like when Kanye did 808s and Heartbreaks, I'm pretty sure during that time period, everybody was like, what is this? It's so different. But then you look back on it now and you're like, that was one of his best albums. It was the most sonically like appealing. It just had all these great hums and synths and pianos and... Right. Sometimes it takes a while for people to appreciate what's happening right now.
I think that Goldilocks zone, though, where like the transformation is actually like, I don't want to say happening, but already happened. Does that make sense? Like the tipping point already happened in that. Like, I feel like the tipping point happened with the Wii U. I didn't think, no, this gets like abstract, but I don't think it happened. Like, I didn't think they saw the sales of the Wii U and were like, oh, we have to reinvent and make the Switch. Like, I already think that, like, the Switch was being, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no, the Wii U probably came out and their eventual, like, vision was the Switch. It just, the Wii U couldn't be the Switch. They didn't have the right console for it yet.
And maybe it's just luck. Maybe it's just entropy, like the right place, right time, right fucking moon cycle. I don't know, but...
Did you know that the iPad was actually being worked on before the iPhone? It's like a similar thing. They had the multi-touch, being able to touch a touchscreen multiple ways and interact with it first on like a big sheet of screen.
Right.
And Steve Jobs was like, can we make this smaller into a phone? So he put the iPad on the shelf for the time being, and they worked on producing the iPhone, which is funny because when the iPod Touch came out, or rather, yeah, when the iPod Touch came out, when the iPad came out, people were like, oh, this is just a big iPhone and a smaller iPhone without the phone.
Yeah.
But in reality, that product came first.
It's weird.
It's pretty cool.
It's weird.
It's a weird world, Philion. We're just living in it. Anything else you got for this episode, my guy?
Nah, dude. I'm chilling. I'm about to go get weird. We caught a stride
towards the end there. Get weird tonight. Have a good time. Pick up your fucking champion merch if you have not already. We love you guys, and thank you for watching. Phil, any final words?
Say hello to your grandmother for me.
Take care, brush. Yeah, we'll see you guys on Wednesday if you're a meatball. Peace.